What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. This video is entitled The Black Male Empath. You see, since we're the scapegoat of America, right? We're the boogeyman of America. We're the one that everything happens to. See, we're the poster child for unfairness. That's what we are. And what happens upon that? Everybody wants to dump their toxicity on us because we understand it. See, society is formed like Voltron to weaponize itself collectively against us in plenty of ways. But at the same time, we're your empath. See, when life isn't fair to you, who do you say, oh, I feel like I'm being treated like who? Like I'm black, but caveat, black male. Because the females don't get the level of unfairness that we do. So when you're a non-black man or woman, when it gets real bad, you feel like you're getting treated like a black male. When you're, how can I say this? When you're cheated out of something, you feel like you're getting treated like a black male. When the system doesn't come together to figure out a way to let you get an advantage or get ahead, and they're actually, sabotaging you, you feel like a black male. So when the chips are really down, who do you talk to? Who do you relate to? The underdog. Who's the underdog? The black male. So who do you look for advice when you're at your lowest point? The black male. Who do you want to pick up the pieces and change it? This idea of the black messiah, the magical Negro, comes from being the black male empath. See, a lot of people don't have standards. See, it's normal for them to get catered to, to help somebody. Does anybody go out of their way to help black men? Really? Because if you help us, it's for your benefit, right? For your profit, right? For your exploitation, right? A window for you to get to the next level. So much so, do you remember when Trayvon Martin had the trial? Isn't it funny how they knew the guy through the case? They knew the DA through the case. And the guy who quote unquote won the case wound up getting on CNN. He got a job for that. But the more George Zimmerman showed out, there's an issue, right? Like, oh God, we gave the wrong guy a job because he was eating ice cream because he was celebrating that he made sure a kid got murdered and the guy got to go home with it. Interesting. And then I'll watch stuff like the Young Turks. The cops are shooting black people. Are they black people, really? Or are they just black men? Are the cops going around shooting black women? No. Matter of fact, are the cops going shooting around black little girls? No. See, there was an uproar when the little girl got the desk flipped over on her. That was out of pocket. When it looked crazy when the cop did the little barrel roll for the girl in Dallas, or on the outskirts of Dallas. That was crazy. But he pulled the gun out on who? The boys, right? So affirmative action was set for black men. But who did everybody need to go to? I'm getting treated unfair like a black man. But it's funny how you don't understand why these guys. The thing about an empath is sometimes empaths need to take a step back and go rejuvenate their batteries. And now you see a society where you see people mad at black men for not being there. Because that black male empath needs to clear up the toxicity. But see, a lot of you people thought you can be black men. You could be everything the black man is positively without the negative consequences of America. You thought you was going to get best of both worlds. But what winds up happening is you can't take a fraction of it. The reason I bring that up also is because this stupid changing of the criminal justice laws, right? Oh man, this is a breakthrough. Breakthrough for who? You see, is it a breakthrough for black people when they're already in jail for these quote unquote unjust laws, or is it a breakthrough for the white people who was about to go in jail in droves, the Mexicans who was about to go in jail in droves, which they go in jail in droves too, but the Asians that was about to follow, the Muslims that was about to follow, the women who are about to follow, because they're in the game too, right? Because now, without a black male empath, too many faces that are not black men keep popping up on all of this debauchery in this country. And we're not allowing people to give us their toxicity or to associate themselves with us. See, the very funny thing about it is, while you people form like Voltron to make sure we're not a part of America, you clicked up. And you know what else you clicked up with? Your own dysfunction. See, this is why you keep bringing black men out. Weekly, monthly, yearly. You see that black guy? Yeah, I do. I do. But you know what else I see? For every black man that's the scourge of the earth, there are 10 and 20 of everybody else that keeps getting swept under the rug. So your numbers of debauchery keep multiplying. And you know there's going to be a tipping point, don't you? Where, you know, maybe it's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's dead. Bill Cosby's in jail. But the 24, 25, 30, 50, 60 white guys who are out right now, they will multiply. Because the people that they've abused will become the very people that they are. Bad move. But the reason I'm talking about black male empath, because what do you want us to do? Come along. Come here and take my toxicity away from me. I need to be baptized in new positive energy. I need to give you my darkness. See, we can take your darkness, right? And your problem is you're not having access to it. But see what these guys are quote unquote red pill? They're not just red pill with women. Black men are red pills with their empathy now. You don't deserve it. Because being a black male empath meant I take all of your negativity, turn it into something positive, while you and your clique make me look like the bad guy to the world. So the black male empath smartened up. No thanks. I'm not going to sit at the table with you. No thanks. I'm not going to have this conversation with you. No thanks. I'm not going to be involved in none of these situations that you are a part of. Oh, and by the way, I already know you tried to push me out of all of these things anyways. So the only black man you're actually going to see is an effeminate black man or a homosexual black man. Because technically, you still want to put them under the black male umbrella. But heterosexual black men don't. And everybody knows this. So what happens? That other group that's clicked up, they're also clicked up. And you're trying to give them their toxicity, but they know the game. So even they won't let you do it. But the problem is you're a toxic Voltron. You have nobody to give your darkness to but each other. So intermingle all you want. And at some point, you're going to get quite of a dark synergy with each other, because pretty much we're the targets of all your anger, your angst, your animosity, you know, and we're who you want to stab in the back and undercut and disadvantage and be able to project all of your negativity towards, because it's all our fault, because we're an empath, but we're not your empath anymore. And you're seeing us focus on being empaths for each other, because that's a system of reciprocity. And if you don't reciprocate, you know the rules. So ultimately, the black male empath is walking away. You know, so what are you going to do now? Be stuck with your own darkness. Yeah, pretty much. We out. Peace.